Hello, my name's Alex and welcome to my channel. Today's project is going to be a jerry can barbecue. Sounds easy, but we'll see how it goes. What I'm doing here is basically I'm going to fill the whole of the can with water. What this will do is if there's any remaining residual effects of petrol or anything like that in it, there shouldn't be any vapour in there because it's been so old and it's been open for a long time. But I will be cutting it with a disc cutter, an angle grinder, so that will of course give out sparks and give the potential for any explosions in some cases. So yeah, massive disclaimer, don't advise anyone to do what I'm doing. This is not a how-to, it's a how I'm doing it. Hopefully there won't be any explosions either, but you never know. This is the effect of petrol and sparks, which happened to somebody I know recently. Not good. There's two ways I'm thinking of cutting this, and that is firstly down that way, so it'll keep the side bits and the lid will lift up that way, or just basically cutting it completely in half. I'm still undecided, so I'm going to have a think about it for a bit and then I'll make a decision. Safety first. So the next thing we're going to be doing is fitting the hinges. This is why I haven't completely cut the lid off, because I want to make sure everything levels up first. I'm just going to drill holes in there and there and pop rivet them on, so that at least it's all in sync, it's all in line, and then I'll most likely tack weld them up later on. Even after all these years, it still smells of petrol. The inside's proving particularly tough to clean up. Obviously the paint or the coating is designed to be petrol and fuel resistant, so I'm giving it a go with the old paint stripper. That's been going on for about 24 hours or so now, so I've given it another coat. Gonna give it another 24-48 hours. And see what I can do about making some legs. So I had these have been lying around for absolutely donkey's years. Came from some old rubbishy stand thing that my wife had lying around, so I thought, okay, they got a thread on the end, drill a few holes in the base of the can and just screw them through. And then I thought, you know what, I don't really want to be undoing bolts all the time if I'm taking it apart, so I came up with the idea of making one of these. It's basically a heavy duty washer with a bolt welded badly to it. So what I'm going to do is, once it's all cleaned off the main body of the barbecue, is I'm going to weld these to the underside of it. So all I can do is just screw them in and out then. Obviously this will be cut down to about yay big. And then whilst I was also going through my pile, these came off another sort of stand. I think it was a speaker stand from my brother. Now what these are effectively feet. So I thought to myself, do you know what, if it's going to be used outside, it's going to need something decent. So the idea for that is I'm going to flatten the end off and then just weld these to it so that it would then stand like so. So I hope that all makes sense, but the reality of it will either be better or worse. I'm not entirely sure at the moment. But these will also get painted as well, because obviously the heat's going to be going through them, and I just don't think they look very nice in the grey colour. So I need to go off to the local DIY store, get some BBQ high temperature paint, and at least I can start on something there. So this is the legs finished. As you can see, that just screws on. Once that's cut down to size, that will fit nicely. That will then be welded onto the body of the BBQ, as I've said, and these have come out pretty well. So this is progress so far. I haven't managed to get as much done as I was hoping for, simply because we had rain, and more rain. Still needs a bit more de-rusting inside. The cap needs de-rusting and the surface removing. Ditto that. I did have to remove the handles in order to get to that, but I am going to spot weld them back on, just because I think it looks better with them on than without. Then we can see about getting some braces welded up there to hold the grill. Right, now that that's the paint sorted out, next step is going to be fit some clips either side. I've already pre-drilled this, so all I've got to do is pop resin back on, and that would just hold the lid in place. I've also got a semi-sanded handle, which is going to be finished off and put on there. Not sure whether to keep it the same colour or paint it black, no idea yet. And then I'm also going to put some, if I can find it, I've got it there, put some wire. I'm going to try and fix some wire to there, to the lid, just to stop it falling back and just to keep it all in place. So I'll crack on with that, and you can see what it looks like in a bit. So that's the BBQ finished, but before I show you that, I will give you a quick glimpse of a future project, and that is going to be a log burner, but it's going to be a log burner with a bit of a difference. Bearing in mind it took me almost 2 years to finish the BBQ, I wouldn't hold your breath that the log burner is going to be done too quickly, but I'll give you a quick show and hopefully you'll enjoy that. So this is what I'm planning on making the log burner out of. Not quite sure what the chimney is going to be, whether it's going to be a gas bottle, an old fire extinguisher, or this length of gas piping, but the idea is going to be cut a hole in there, put a bit of a grill in, and the rest is self-explanatory really, isn't it? Let's face it. Okay, back to the BBQ. And the grill was a baking rack actually, which cost a couple of quid. Hope you enjoyed this project. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.